The city was still asleep, its streets bathed in the soft glow of the early morning streetlights. In a quiet neighborhood, a man named Daniel Harper woke up before dawn, his alarm buzzing precisely at 4:30 a.m. This was his ritual, his sacred time before the world stirred. Daniel wasn't always this disciplined. A few years ago, he was an ordinary office worker drowning in the monotony of life. He would hit snooze a dozen times, rush out of bed, gulp down coffee, and barely make it to work on time. His days felt like a never-ending cycle of stress, exhaustion, and unfulfilled dreams. He often wondered why some people seemed to succeed effortlessly while he struggled just to get through the day. That was before he met Mr. Lancaster. Mr. Lancaster was an elderly gentleman, well into his 70s but full of energy and wisdom. He had been a highly successful entrepreneur, and despite his age, he still carried himself with the confidence of a man in control of his destiny. Daniel met him one evening at a networking event, and the conversation that followed changed his life forever. "Tell me, young man," Mr. Lancaster had said, peering at Daniel with sharp, knowing eyes. "What's the first thing you do when you wake up?" Daniel shrugged. "I hit snooze a few times, then I check my phone, scroll through emails, maybe watch a few videos, and then rush to get ready for work." Mr. Lancaster sighed. "That, my friend, is why you feel like life is slipping through your fingers. Successful people don't just wake up. They rise with purpose. Let me tell you a little secret. Your mornings set the tone for your entire day. If you waste them, you waste your life." Intrigued, Daniel asked what he meant. "A morning routine isn't just a checklist," Mr. Lancaster explained. "It's a foundation. It's about winning the first battle of the day so that the rest of your day follows suit." That night, Daniel went home with a mind full of thoughts. The next morning, he decided to try something different. Instead of hitting snooze, he forced himself out of bed at 5:00 a.m. He stretched, did a few push-ups, and drank a glass of water. It felt strange, but something about it gave him a small sense of control. The next day, he woke up at 4:45 a.m. He added meditation for 10 minutes and wrote down his thoughts in a journal. Slowly, his routine took shape. A month later, Daniel's life had transformed. His energy levels soared, his mind felt sharper, and his productivity at work doubled. He no longer rushed through his mornings in a haze. Instead, he started each day with clarity and purpose. Inspired, he delved deeper into the morning habits of some of the world's most successful people, CEOs, athletes, and thought leaders. He found common patterns: early rising, exercise, mindfulness, planning, and learning. One morning, as Daniel sat on his balcony watching the sunrise, he realized something profound. It wasn't just about waking up early, it was about reclaiming his life, one morning at a time. Years later, Daniel became the CEO of his own company. His story of transformation became legendary, inspiring thousands to adopt powerful morning rituals. He often reflected on the words of Mr. Lancaster and the lesson that had set him on this path. Win your mornings, win your life. Moral of the story: success isn't an accident. It's the result of consistent habits and mindful routines. The way you start your morning determines how you navigate the rest of your day, and ultimately, your life. If you master your mornings, you take control of your destiny.